if, like, I just don't know what to do, because literally, like I said, it's been 4 days and my pain is just getting worse, and the numbness that I have is getting worse, and the pain pills aren't working. I don't know what to do, and I can't do anything. I can't walk. I haven't showered or taken a bath in 4 days, and I feel absolutely disgusting. Like, hold on. And this was my first time going unconscious, and I did not like it at all. Like, it still freaks me out to this day that I was unconscious, because, like I said, that's never happened to me before, so it was pretty scary. My arm is all messed up, popped blood veins, scratches all over both my arms. So kids, let this be a lesson to not ever drink, because drinking is very bad. So it is Thursday, January 25th, and here is my knees. Obviously, as you can tell, they are not getting any better. They look a lot more disgusting. I'm still really bruised all over. I mean, bruises all over the place. So, yeah, for you people who have really weak stomachs and can't handle stuff like this, sorry about it, but I mean, some people like to see this. Hi guys, it's Kadence. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So, I know I look very ratchet right now, and I look super not cute, but I literally cannot get ready for the life of me, even if I wanted to. I mean, I've tried to do my makeup, and I can. I've tried doing my hair, and I can't. I mean, I can't even put my own hair up in a bun. I'm not even dressed. I'm wearing a jacket that I've been wearing for like the past 4 days. So, like the title of this video says, I almost died. Like, it's not clickbait or anything. I almost died. I could have died very easily. I came very close, whatever you want to say. So for those of you who follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, then you would see last weekend on Saturday, me and a group of my friends were having a girls' night, and we went out to the club, and it was super fun. We were having a good night, whatever, and then after the club, we decided to go back to my friend's house, who lives in a really big house on a really big hill. So we got to her house, we're all hanging out, we were having a fun time still, and then people started to leave, and eventually it was just me and my friend Sarah. So me and my friend Sarah are still hanging out, we're having fun, you know, whatever. We're not ready for bed, we didn't want to turn down yet, like we wanted to keep the night going. So it was probably around 7 a.m. on Sunday morning. I went outside, and keep in mind, for those of you who don't know, I live in Utah, which during the winter months it snows a lot. And also keep in mind that I was wearing a very short dress, and I was wearing heels, not like stilettos, but they're like wedges, so they had like the flat bottom, but they were really like slippery, they had no grip or whatever. So I wasn't wearing a jacket or a coat or anything, it was literally just my heels and my dress. So I go outside Sunday morning to do something. I don't even know what I was going out there to do. Right outside of our house is like a really big mountain, which it's not like a legit mountain, it's just like a very big hill, and it's very steep. So I refer to it as a mountain because, like I said, it's very steep. It's like at least like that steep. Right outside of our house is this really big hill, and I slipped on ice and I tumbled down that really big hill all the way down to the bottom. I'm at the bottom of this hill all by myself. Nobody knew I was out there. I didn't tell anyone I was going outside. I just went outside, so nobody knew like where I was or whatever. And my phone was dead, so I couldn't call anyone. And here I am at the very bottom of this hill in the freezing snow and ice in a very short dress and heels with no coat, no jacket, nothing. And also, keep in mind, it's still snowing at this point. So it started snowing like Saturday during the day, and it kept snowing until Sunday night. So I'm out in the snow and it's still snowing. After I tumbled down the hill, I went into shock and I became unconscious, which the emergency room doctor said that that's very normal, but I'll get to that point here in a minute. And honestly, I don't know how long I was unconscious for. I mean, like I said, I was down there by myself. Nobody knew I was down there. I didn't have a phone. Like, I don't know how long I was unconscious for. It could have been 5 minutes. It could have been an hour. I have no way of knowing. Eventually, I came to and I realized what had happened. And instantly, I started freaking out. I started panicking. I was having really bad, like, panic attacks. I thought that I was going to die down there and no one knew where I was at. I literally just started, like, freaking the hell out. I got up and I tried to calm myself down, and then I tried to climb up this very big, steep hill. And I would make it like halfway up the hill and then I would slide back down to the very bottom. And also keep in mind, I was in hills that had like no grip whatsoever, so I couldn't get like traction in the snow or anything. So anyways, I kept trying that. I tried that like 5 or 6 more times. I would try walking up the hill, and then at the same spot, halfway up the hill, I would slide back down again. That made me freak out even more because I started to realize like the severity of the problem and that I could legitimately die down there by myself. No one knew where I was at. Like, I could freeze to death, whatever. So like I said, I was freaking out even more, and then I decided to just like get down on my hands and knees and just pray like I have never prayed before, which I don't really pray a lot. Like, I'm not like a super religious person or anything, but that morning, like, I prayed for so long, so hard. Like, I have never prayed that long or hard in my life before. And I remember I was just like begging God to get me out of there alive. I didn't want to die down there, whatever. Once I was done doing that, I told myself that I wasn't going to die down there and I was going to get myself up the hill no matter what I had to do. At this point, I was like freezing cold. I could barely move. I could barely breathe. My hands and fingers weren't working like they normally do. Like, it was just so hard to like do even just a basic task. But I started to claw my way up the hill. So what I mean is I would like move the snow out of the way, and then I would dig through the ice and through the snow and create like little holes in the hill and like pull myself up that way. So I was doing that, and then I got to the halfway point again, and I noticed that there was a pine tree like a little bit further, so I tried to get to the pine tree, and then I was gonna use a branch to pull me up the rest of the way. I started to get like excited. I started to try and get out of there faster, whatever, and I reached out too soon to grab the branch, and then I slid all the way back down to the bottom again. So here I am, I'm at the bottom of the hill again. I didn't know what to do, so I just tried doing that again, like clawing my way up the hill. So I'd move all the snow out of the way, dig through the ice and through the snow into the hill, and I would like start pulling myself up. But instead of getting excited and trying to reach the branch before I knew I could or whatever, at that halfway mark where I kept sliding down, I stopped and I took a little break and just like let myself calm down and relax and whatever. And then I eventually got to the pine tree finally, and I grabbed the branch and I pulled myself up the rest of the way, and then I was able to walk the rest of the way up to the top, because the hill, it was like really steep at like the bottom halfway, and then it kind of like went like that, and then it was like, you know, it wasn't that steep after like the halfway point. So I get to the top, and then I walk into my friend's house, and I'm just like bleeding everywhere. I mean, literally, I just have blood like gushing out of my knees. I'm bleeding all over my arms, my stomach, my back. Like, literally, I'm bleeding everywhere, and I'm getting blood all over her house. So Sarah and Brent, if you're watching this, I'm so beyond sorry for getting blood everywhere. I mean, that was not my intention, obviously, and next time we hang out, nothing like this will ever happen again, promise you. So I get inside my friend's house, and I go find my friend, and we both just like start freaking the hell out. And originally I was going to take an Uber home, but there was no way I could get in an Uber in the condition that I was in. So we had her parents come to her house and take me home. And I guess when her parents walked in, me and my friend were like sitting on the floor bawling, like holding each other. And there was just like blood everywhere, and it was just like a scene from like a movie basically. So my friend and her parents took me home, and I remember they kept trying to talk me into going to the hospital. I was like, no, I'm not gonna go to the hospital, I'll be fine, like I just need to go home and like get to sleep, because I thought I just like scraped my knees and just like beat my body up and that I would be fine or whatever. Well, I got home and my friend that I live with, he said that I was shivering so bad I couldn't even talk, I couldn't walk, I was so cold. Like, I wasn't making any sense. I was like talking in circles and just like saying really weird stuff and whatever. So he threw me in a really hot bath to like thaw me out basically, and I was in there for about 20 or so minutes, and then that's when all the pain started to hit me. So I got out of the bath and then he cleaned out like all my wounds and injuries and whatever, and then he bandaged everything up. And somehow, miraculously, I was able to fall asleep after everything that happened. I don't know how I was able to fall asleep, like, I was only asleep for like 3 or 4 hours, and then I woke up and literally the amount of pain that I was in was so beyond unbearable. It was like a full-on 10 out of 10. I was dizzy from the pain, I was puking from the pain, I couldn't even like really talk because I was in so much pain. Like, it was so beyond bad, and my arms and hands were so beyond numb. Like, they were numb, but they had like that prickling, tingling sensation all throughout it, and then I could feel the pain, but it was like very deep down, if that makes sense. And then that's when I realized I didn't have my phone, I didn't have my vape, I didn't have my debit card, I didn't have my ID, and come to find out all those things were at the bottom of this hill because I guess they like fell out of my pockets when I was trying to like get up the hill or whatever. So I eventually got my phone back and my ID and my debit card, but my vape's still gone, which, oh well, I can buy a new one. And I mean, of course I was really freaking out about my phone because I have so much stuff on my phone that can't be replaced, like pictures and videos and documents and whatever. So I was really freaking out about my phone, but my friend was able to retrieve it from the bottom, so thank you, Brent and Sarah, you guys are awesome. I'm so glad I have my phone back. Anyway, so like I said, I was in a lot of pain when I woke up, and I didn't know what to do, so I called my sister and I asked her what I should do, and she told me to go to the hospital room. So my friend took me to the emergency room, and we found out that I literally put my body through a lot of stress and trauma, and I had 2nd-degree frostbite on my hands and arms, which is why they were numb. I'll more than likely suffer from nerve and muscle damage. It may go away in a couple of weeks or a couple months, or it may be with me for the rest of my life. I mean, there's really no way of knowing. So they gave me a prescription for pain medication and then sent me home. And this was Sunday night, and literally today on Thursday, I am still in so much pain. It's not even funny, and I'm still numb in my hands and my arms, and I'm now numb in my legs, but I can like feel the pain, if that makes sense. So I'm like numb, but I can like still feel pain. Like, I have literally never been in this much pain before in my whole entire life. Like, I can barely walk, I can't do my makeup. Like I said, I can't even put my hair up in a bun. Like, my friend has to do that. I can't open a pill bottle, I can't put on a bra. Like, my friend literally has to do like basically everything for me, even just really easy, basic, everyday tasks like opening a pill bottle or getting dressed or whatever. The pain pills I got from the doctors, like, they aren't doing anything at all whatsoever. Like, they help for like 20 minutes or so, and then the effects just wear off, and I'm in the same amount of pain that I was in before, and it's continuing to get worse. So I don't know why. I mean, I don't know what to do. It's been 4 days since this happened, and it's not getting any better, and the numbness isn't going away at all. And like, this arm, my right arm, I can't move it past like this level. Like, that's as high as this arm will go. I can't lift it any higher. It hurts way too bad. And I have like no strength in my hands. And like, my pain literally goes from like a solid 7 to like a solid 10. Back and forth all day. It just bounces back between a 7 and a 10. And like, I cry at least 4 times a day. And it's just so beyond bad. Like, even just sitting here making this video, it's taking everything out of me. Like, my knees are throbbing, I'm covered head to toe in gashes and bruises and cuts and scrapes, and my doctor thinks that I tore tendons or muscles, and that's why I'm in so much pain. Because, I mean, I've had scraped knees like more times than I can count. I've had scrapes all over me and cuts and bruises all over me more times than I can count, and it has never ever in my life been this bad, like ever. I even have like popped blood veins all over my wrists and my arm, and like I have been so beyond exhausted since all of this happened. Literally, like, the smallest thing just takes every little bit of energy I have out of me, and I'm just like exhausted. Like, I'll wake up in the morning, and then by the time I go to the bathroom, I'm already just like so exhausted and ready to go back to sleep, because it literally, like, it takes everything out of me to even just like move, or like doing this video, it's like taking everything out of me. Yeah, I mean, of course I didn't want to like not do a video this week, because a lot of you guys have been asking me what happened, so I decided I'd just make a video and explain what happened. So yeah, plus here is me in my natural raw state. And I'm so nervous because tomorrow I have a makeup gig for Urban Outfitters, and I'm the makeup artist for a photo shoot that they're doing. So I don't really know how that's gonna work out. I'm a little bit nervous, but I mean, if I can't end up doing it, I have a whole bunch of other makeup artist friends that could come help me or come take over or whatever. Like, I already talked to them and they said that that's fine. But yeah, I mean, I'm just really irritated because, I mean, this is like a big photo shoot and it's for Urban Outfitters. And I mean, these pictures are going to be all over their advertisements and online and whatever, and I'm like a crippled mess. Yeah, I just wanted to make a video and explain what happened and just get on camera and say that I'm very glad and very lucky and very happy that I am still alive and still able to make videos for you guys. If like, I just don't know what to do, because literally, like I said, it's been 4 days and my pain is just getting worse, and the numbness that I have is getting worse, and the pain pills aren't working, nothing's working. I even took a double dose one day and that barely even did anything. Like, I'm just I don't know what to do, and I can't do anything. I can't walk. I haven't showered or taken a bath in 4 days, and I feel absolutely disgusting, like so beyond disgusting, because literally I'm the type of person where I have to shower or take a bath at least every 2 days. Like, I cannot go longer than 2 days. And it's been 4 days, so I'm going to force myself to take a bath or shower tonight. I don't care how bad it hurts, but... So yeah, that is my story of how I almost died. I'm sorry this isn't like a fun video or like upbeat, and I'm sorry I look like this, but I mean, like I said, I wanted to make a video this week and tell you guys what happened and just kind of document it a little bit. Pretty fun time. So moral of the story is, if you live in snowy, icy environments, don't do what I do and wear no clothing and heels, and don't slip down a mountain and get second-degree frostbite, torn, damaged tendons and ligaments and muscles, and just take care of yourself. And this was my first time going unconscious, and I did not like it at all. Like, it still freaks me out to this day that I was unconscious, because, like I said, that's never happened to me before, so it was pretty scary. So yeah, anyways, I love you all, and I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see all of you next Thursday.